Welcome to the March 23rd, 2026 study session of the Livonia City Council. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance led by the Honorable Patrick Brockway. This meeting sets the agenda for the 2038 regular meeting, which is a voting meeting that will take place on Wednesday, April 8th, 2026, where tonight's items will be officially voted on. We have all 7 members present. First, we will start with audience communication. The council has set aside 30 minutes for audience communication for items not on the agenda. You will have 3 minutes. Ms. Tashnik will be taking our time. We do not respond to each comment. We may respond during council comments after the 30 minutes is up. Please state your name and address for the record, and you have 3 minutes.
Steve Kane, Coventry Gardens. I want to first apologize to Mr. Taramino. I stand corrected. At the last capital outlay meeting, he said one of the wetlands was examined by Eagle. Okay. We're being asked to consider spending $60 million on a new police building. $60 million. Now, you can quibble with the figures, but you got to remember, if you borrow 30, 40, you pay it back with interest. So it's over $70 million by the time you pay it back. I think we need to ask a very simple question. Is that what actually makes people safer today? Because policing is changing fast. Right here in Michigan, cities like Taylor, Dearborn, and Warren are already implementing first responder drone programs. Warren's the first city in the state to do it for police and fire. They're investing in tools, technology, and smarter deployment. We're talking about investing in a building. A building does not respond to a 911 call. A building does not prevent a crime in progress. A building does not help an officer see what they're walking into. This past weekend, someone had their Dodge Charger stolen. Here it is. I wish I could put it up on the big screen. Right out of their driveway. And if that wasn't disturbing enough, other people chimed in. You can see it. It's all over social media. Yeah, my car was stolen too. Last week, last month, last year. And it makes you think, if only we had a brand new $60 million police station, thieves would stop stealing cars. Nonsense. What might have helped? Real-time response, eyes in the sky, faster situational awareness, technology that allows officers to act immediately instead of react later. That's where modern policing is going. This isn't about being anti-police. It's the opposite. It's about giving our officer better tools, better information, and better protection. Because the reality is today's patrol car is already a mobile office. Officers can write reports, access databases, and communicate in real time from anywhere. The idea that everything must revolve around a central building is outdated. Drone is first responder programs, real crime centers, technology integration, officer training, strategic staffing. That's what we should be investing in. That's how you multiply effectiveness without multiplying cost. $60 million is a once-in-a-generation investment, and we have to decide, are we investing in the past or are we investing in the future? Because the cities that are getting ahead right now are not building better headquarters. They're building smarter systems, and that's exactly what Livonia should be doing.
Any other audience communication? Anything from council before we jump into the agenda? All right. Item number 1, this is a request to barricade city streets. This comes from Chris Inch in the 6 Mile Track Club. He's the 6 Mile Track Club coach on Friday, August 21st, 2026 from 12 p.m. to Saturday, August 22nd, 2026 at 12 a.m. with a rain date of August 22nd, 2026 on Perth Street from Stark Road until it dead ends west of Farmington for a nighttime high school cross-country meet. Good evening.
Good evening. I'm Chris Inch. And this is my partner, Mark Lozon. Hello.
Thank you for being here.
Yeah.
Do you want to tell us a little bit about your event?
Yeah, this will be the 6th year of the event. It's at Ford Field. It's grown immensely. There's 70 high school teams, 1,500 runners, 2,500 spectators. We bring in running brands. I work for Gazelle Sports, so they're there. Food trucks. It's a fun way to kick off the season. There's pent-up demand from the kids training all summer. They're ready to have fun. And running under the lights is pretty cool. So it's just an event that's taken off, and we've worked really hard on. And so we're really just looking to black the streets that we always black just to keep the kids safe.
Okay, thank
Yeah.
you.
Madam Chair.
Ms. Tashnik?
So they've come to us the last 5-6 years. I think you said 6, right? And it's been an awesome event every year. I work at Churchill, obviously, and the cross country kids always talk about it. I know the kids at Stevenson talk about it. I don't know, can we get a council team to run? I mean, could we?
Get them together.
I volunteer, Mrs. Reed. But anyway, I know. But I'd be more than happy to offer an approving on consent. This is a slam dunk event every year in our city.
Anything else from council? Anything from the audience? Great, thank you for hanging around tonight. You will be on the consent agenda on April 8th, 2026.
Thank you very much.
Yep, have a good one. Item number 2, this is a request to waive the city's noise ordinance. This comes from David Groff in order to host a party with a band to be held Saturday, July 4th, 2026 from 12 p.m. to 10 p.m. at the homes located at 18111 and 18133 Floral Street. Good evening. Name and
Hello.
address for the record, please.
18133 Floral.
Name, please.
Dave Groff.
Thank
Sorry.
you. You want to tell us a little bit about your...
It's an annual event. We've been before you guys several times. This is our, I think, 3rd year getting a permit, but it's probably a 10-year gathering on 4th of July. And this year's on Saturday, so it's going to be perfect.
Great, thank you. Council? Ms. Persicone?
I'd like to offer an approving on consent.
Anything else from council? Anything from the audience? Great, we will see you on... We'll have you on the consent agenda on April 8th, 2026.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good evening.
Mr. Brockway, would you like to take the gavel?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Be careful.
Okay, let's have some fun here.
I'm recusing myself because my day job is running the Livonia Spree, and the next 3 items are for the Livonia Spree.
Lucky.
Okay. We have item number 3, request to display banners on Farmington Road and 5 Mile Road from May 22nd, 2026 through June 29th, 2026, and a 4-foot by 8-foot sign at City Hall and Ford Field from May 22nd, 2026 through June 29th, 2026. Go ahead and state your name.
Well, good evening, Council. Sam Caramagno, 17441 Merriman Road, City of Livonia. We're here tonight to ask for the approval for the next 3 items on the agenda, and I'll tell you a little bit about the spree for this year and where we're at. We had some concern a few years ago about having an audit done, so we've had an audit done. The spree is in sound financial position. The audit has come back clean. We've got some different things going on this year. We're adding security this year. These big carnivals, big festivals are in need of security. We're going to add a security measure this year. It's going to have metal detectors, and we're going to charge an entrance fee on Sunday just for the fireworks, a small nominal amount. But we're going to try to control the crowd a little bit and manage that big event. We've got all new bands this year. Every night's going to have a little different band, different from the historical bands we've had, but I think you'll find that it's going to be wonderful as it normally is. Dollar pizza night again this year. $1 pancake breakfast on Sunday. We're going to have a 5K run for $7.60. That's going to get you a shirt and a pancake breakfast. So those that want to be active, come there and run. We're going to have 20 food vendors again this year. Free shuttle back and forth to and from the event. Pre-sale vouchers will go on sale after spring break. We're still doing the fundraisers with the schools. They'll get $2.90 back per voucher directly to their PTSAs. And since we're talking about the schools, we gave back, I believe it was close to $60,000 last year, $57,000, $15,000 of which are right back to the schools. So that's that we're contributing back to the community, that's for sure. We've got a sponsorship program again this year that is open until May 15th. What's that one? Scholarship. Is it what I say?
You said sponsorship.
Scholarship, I'm sorry. Application open until May 15th. We're giving away increased money again this year. We'll give that away on Sunday at our banquet. And then the grant and donation applications for giving money back to the community will be open in April through June 28th at midnight. So that's just some of the stuff we've got going on. As you know, it's a wonderful party to celebrate the birthday of the city, and we're hoping for another great year.
Okay, thank you very much. Council?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Through the chair to Mr. Carmagno and whoever the person next to you is, I don't know her name, but will you do the slide again on TV?
You know, that was a crazy event last year, and boy, that slide was wet, and when I went down there,
If anybody hasn't seen it,
Yeah, look
which
it up.
everybody has seen it, okay?
Honestly, lucky he's alive.
I know.
He hit his head so
You
hard
did,
on
but you
live
pop
TV.
back up. You pop back up like a champ.
when Mr. McCullough, when I went down that slide, I hit that second bump and got a little air, and I thought to myself, it's only a split-second deal. I thought, I'm in trouble.
I think that's why we had huge numbers on Sundays, because they just wanted to meet you, the man, the myth, the legend.
Yeah, it was crazy. Hopefully, I'll do it again this year, but I won't do it if the slide's wet.
Yes.
Yeah, with a helmet.
I'd be happy to offer an approving on consent if there are no objections. You guys, honestly, the last couple of years, especially since we've had new leadership like that, you guys are killing it. Love it.
Thank you.
Okay, we have offer. Do we have any audience communication on this topic?
And this is just for the sign.
Yeah.
This is just for the sign, the aspect of the sign and the
Oh,
banner.
the sign.
Yep. Just state your name and
Barbara
address for the
Glover,
record.
Livonia, Michigan. I just wanted to say that there was a child that died at the Spree last year in a car accident a couple streets away after the fireworks ended, and I was wondering if maybe the Spree committee could do something to honor him and his family as a memorial kind of thing. I don't know. There's a lot of people that still put teddy bears at the intersection of Stark Road and Merriman. I drive by there a lot. And, it's been over a year. It's almost a year now, and that's still going on. So I think it might be nice to do something like that for the family that lost their little boy. And maybe have some police presence at that intersection after the fireworks so that it's safer for people to cross. Because I think they said it was a flashing light at the time, so it probably should have been a full, regular traffic light. So that's all I wanted to say. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
We let me respond to that. We have regular monthly Spree meetings. We'll bring that up to our board and committee and talk about that. I'm sure there's something that we can do, and as well as the safety of the Spree, we have regular meetings with the LPD, and we can talk about that light, because that is an issue that probably needs to be looked at this year.
Okay, thank you very much. Do I have any other comments from council? Okay, we have this on consent. This item will appear on the consent agenda April 8th during the regular meeting.
There's two more of us.
Yep. Okay, so next up, number 4, we got request to close Stark Road from the LAD 14255 Stark Road to Linden, and Linden from Farmington Road to Stark Road to traffic from 8 a.m. June 22nd, 2026 through 12 noon on June 29th, 2026, and to request that the city seek permission from the Wayne County Road Commission to allow the closure of Farmington Road between the I-96 overpass and 5 Mile Road from 6 p.m. through 11:30 p.m. on June 28th, 2026, in connection with Spree 76.
As read. Thank you.
Mr. Chair,
Go ahead.
I'll be happy to offer an approving on consent. Obviously, this is something that we do every year, and this is, the closure on the 28th is for the fireworks, so.
Okay, we have an approving on consent. Do I have any audience communication? Okay, this item will appear on the consent agenda for April 8th, regular meeting. Next up, we've got request for issuance of a permit for Wade shows to hold carnival amusement rides at Ford Field and Veterans Park, June 23rd to the 28th, 2026. During reference hours, a permit for a fireworks display to be held at 10:15 p.m. on Sunday, June 28th, 2026, at Stamelski Veterans Park, and authorization to use and lease the facilities at Ford Field, Eddie Ager Arena, and Stamelski Veterans Park during Spree 76.
And I've got a little something with this. So we have just finalized a contract with Wade Shows for another 5 years, so you'll have the same consistent, good program for at least another 5 years for the Livonia Spree. And we also have expanded the fireworks a little bit. So you've seen a great fireworks program in '25. You'll see equal to and better in '26.
Outstanding. Council, do I have any comments?
I'd like to offer approving on consent, please.
Okay, we have approving on consent. Do we have any audience communication on this topic? Not seeing any? Okay. This item will appear on the consent agenda April 8th during the regular meeting.
Okay, thank you all. Good night.
Good night.
Madam President, would you like the gavel back?
Yes, please. All right, moving on to item number 6. This is a waiver petition. It's petition 2026-01-02-02, submitted by J&J Land Holdings, LLC, requesting waiver use approval to construct a gas station, including a convenience store and carry-out restaurant at 13400 Newberg Road, located at the southeast corner of Newberg and Schoolcraft Roads in the northwest quarter of Section 29. Good evening. Good evening. Petitioners. Does the petitioner want to step forward?
Hello.
Name and address, please.
Yeah, Brendan Grisco. I'm an attorney for J&J Land Holdings, 41700 6 Mile Road, Northville Township.
Thank you. Counsel?
Madam Chair?
Dashing. Sorry. I looked like Mr. McCullough was going to say something.
I was perplexed.
Sure.
I froze.
So I just drove by this intersection today, and I was thinking how nice this is going to look there, because it really does not, what's there is, yeah. So the one thing I noticed at the Planning Commission meeting, there was some talk about the dumpster and the neighbor's egress, and I know it bantered back and forth. Did we kind of, I guess, settle on something with that issue?
Yeah, there's a couple different things going on here. So Mr. Hamadi has agreed to kind of shift the building over on the plans in order to address the issue, which was people were concerned that, or the neighboring property owner anyhow, was concerned that somebody maybe would be cutting in off of Newberg, sort of driving behind the building to then exit out Schoolcraft. And so we've been working with the property owner and pretty much have a resolution to that issue, just moving the building over to cut off that access point.
Perfect, okay, because I know that was really the only issue I saw there. I'm thrilled that you're going to be developing that property, making it look a lot better than it currently does, and I'll be happy to offer an approving on consent.
Doesn't this have to be on the regular? Because there's a second read
part, yes, sorry.
for the,
We'll put, approving on the regular.
right? Okay.
Yeah, my
Mr.
bad.
McCullough?
Listen, Mr. Gresco, I was just trying to think of something, but no, I finally did. I'm kidding.
You were just trying to give me a hard time. I know it. That's okay.
A little bit. That's why I froze up. No, I wanted to, listen, that corner this is a great opportunity to bring a new business in and clean up a corner. The joke I was going to make is maybe add some native plants to some of that. No, there we go.
That's like the free bingo space tonight.
It is.
Yeah.
It's going to live in my mind rent free. But no, again, thank you for bringing the development forward. Honestly, this is something that we're right off an expressway. It's a new development on a blighted corner. Thank you.
Appreciate that. If I could just say one more thing, that Mr. Hamadi has been a long-time local business owner, family kind of owned and operated type of situation here. So this isn't sort of like a big corporate deal coming in and then passing off the management to somebody else. This is going to be locally owned and operated, a couple $1 million investment into the corner there. So we're really excited about the project. Thank you.
Thank you. Anything else from council? Anything from the audience? Okay, this will be on the regular agenda on April 8th, 2026. Thank you.
Have a good night.
Okay, moving on to fire and rescue. Item number 7, this is a request for authorization to purchase one 2027 or newer Lifeline Type 1 Superliner ambulance to replace the current frontline vehicle as part of our vehicle replacement program from budgeted funds. Good evening.
Evening, Madam President.
How you
Chief
doing?
Jennison, on behalf of the Fire Department. Yes, we're requesting that council approve the purchase of a 27 or newer Lifeline Super Duty ambulance. This will come through R&R Fire Truck in Belleville. This is purchased through the Houston-Galveston Area Council, so it is part of a consortium bid that's been previously approved by council. The ambulance will replace one of our frontline ambulances, which will then be cycled into a reserve ambulance, and one of those would be either sold or auctioned or traded in at that time. We're looking at least 2 years out for this one for
Thank you.
delivery.
Thank you. Council, Ms. Budzinski?
Yes, obviously, big timeline, so the sooner we can get it moving, the sooner we can get it here in Livonia. So I'd like to offer an approving on consent.
Anything else from council? Anything from the audience? Great, this will be on the consent agenda on April 8th, 2026. Item number 8, this is a request for authorization to purchase 4 2026 Ford F-150 Super Crew 4x4 XLT pickup trucks to replace current frontline vehicles from budgeted funds. Chief Jennison.
Evening again. Again, requesting the purchase of 4 F-150s for the use of the fire department through Lunghammer Ford. These would be provided through the 2026 State of Michigan vehicle contract and the Macomb County contract bid. So it's part of consortium bidding. The new trucks will replace current frontline vehicles, add additional versatility and safety to the fleet, and we'll be retiring some vehicles that are between 11 and 17 years old and have served their purpose but no longer meet our needs.
Thank you. Council?
Madam Chair,
Ms. Persiconi?
I'd like to offer an approving on consent.
Anything from council? Anything from the audience? Okay, this item will be on the April 8th, 2026 consent agenda. Item number 9, request for authorization to purchase Grail Galleri Cancer Screening Professional Services to provide early cancer screenings for firefighters from budgeted funds. Chief Jennison.
And our final item. I sent quite an extensive package to you folks on this, and I'd be more than happy to go into as much detail or as little as you'd like, but essentially this is an opportunity for us to take care of our most important asset, and that's our firefighters. Last year, the firefighter line of duty deaths in our country, 80% of them were due to cancer. It is the most dangerous thing that our firefighters are exposed to is carcinogens combined with stress, sleep deprivation, everything that leads to the development of occupational cancer. So this is one tool that we can use in our toolbox. It's proprietary technology, so it could not go out for bid. We did pilot this last year as one of 2 departments in the state of Michigan, and we tested 30 of our firefighters, and this would give us the opportunity to test the remainder of the firefighters and then put us on a schedule to do this every year, every third year, depending on the age or amount of time that the member is on the department. This particular technology looks for 50 types of cancer that are not, and 70% of those are not detectable by any other means other than by this particular blood test. So I think it's extremely important we'd be on the cutting edge of protecting our firefighters, and I ask for your support.
Thank you.
Chair.
Madam Chair. Whoa. Sorry, go ahead.
Mr. Brockway.
I'd like to offer approving on consent.
Mr. McCullough.
Just a question, Chief, through the chair to Chief. All right, so bringing this up, do we have turnout gear, washers, and dryers at every station?
We have washers at every station.
Okay.
And right now,
They
we
just
just don't have the room
Yeah.
for dryers. We don't have we'd have to put in electric that could handle that. We don't have any place for the drying storage racks.
But we do have the washers.
We did purchase 5 new extractors, I believe, in the last budget, and replace the ones that we got about 15 years ago. Every member has 2 sets of turnout gear. One of them is about 5 to 6 years old. One of them is 1 year old. They are required to put on their clean gear when they get back from a fire call and wash their dirty gear. We mandate that they take a shower within an hour of being back from a fire, that they put clean uniforms on, and even before that they do gross decontamination on the scene. We have essentially what are wet wipes for getting in their neck and wrists areas. We are doing everything we can, going back to these pickup trucks for our staff members, keeping our turnout gear separate from the cab area once it's been contaminated with carcinogens.
And I'm glad you gave, just for everybody that's out there, I'm happy we have that. Obviously, getting dryers is, a different thing, but the washers, I mean, that's huge. You got these tests, we got to make sure. And I appreciate you explaining that, just to let everybody know that the preventative steps that you're taking for your department, which is admirable, and
we
it's
currently have
preventative.
5 members who are battling cancer. And we've had countless others that have been diagnosed and died in retirement. So it is the most dangerous thing for firefighters. It is the #1 line of duty death cause for firefighters now.
Well, I guarantee I could speak for everybody. We commend you for taking this step to any prevention that's able to be out there. So kudos.
Thank you.
Thank you. Ms. McDonald?
Thank you, Chief. What's the process for them to dry their gear when they come back? Do they just hang it? Is
Yes.
that?
Essentially, they come back, they separate the liner from the outside shell. We can wash so many sets at a time due to the size of the washers and for them to get clean, so we can usually wash 2 sets at a time. So it takes us a couple cycles to get everybody through in that evening, and then we hang it to dry. That's essentially it. And it usually takes, because it's pretty heavy, but it does a real good spin cycle to get most of the water out. And usually after about 24 hours, the gear's dry. Since most of the time they're off for at least a 24-hour period between shifts, it has time to dry. Plus, we provide a second set of gear for them to change into until it becomes completely dry.
Is there any kind of, any outside unit that we could put or attach onto the building, to add onto the building to create like a washer dryer situation? Is that even feasible?
I'd love to add on to all the buildings that I have.
But I'm just saying, just something to accommodate.
Well, in the winter, it would be, putting wet gear outside. We'd have to heat the
No,
area.
I'm talking about getting a washer and dryer unit that you could actually physically use and access, just like an addition, a small addition, anything like that.
It's something we could look at, but it would probably entail construction. The drying racks that Councilman McCall is talking about, it's like a giant coat rack that you could set 4 sets of gear on, but because the gear is so big, it has to have room for airflow to get through it and that.
Right.
It's just not feasible the way that we're set up at this point. But could we look at adding on to the buildings? Absolutely. We need to add a lot of space.
Okay. All right, thank you.
Anything else from council? Anything from the audience? Great, this will be on the consent agenda on April 8th, 2026. Thank you.
Fantastic. Thank you very much.
Item number 10, this comes from the Department of Parks and Rec. This is award of bid and request for authorization of a budget amendment for removal and replacement of sections of cart paths at all 3 city golf courses from budgeted funds. Good evening, sir.
Good evening. How are you guys doing tonight? I'm Douglas Ware. I'm the golf course superintendent for the 3 courses for the city of Livonia. We've gone through the bid process to do some cart path removal and replacement, basically redoing 9 holes, 3 holes at each golf course. We went through the bid process and we had 2 bidders. The low bid came in at $578,170. We're looking for you guys to authorize us to execute a contract to be able to go ahead and start repairing some of our infrastructure at our courses.
Council, Mr. McCullough?
Thank you. So, I know that we're looking at the dollar amount, and I know we've had some questions and stuff, but just as, and please correct me if I'm wrong on this, but, when you guys, as the golf course, is the golf course an enterprise fund?
Correct.
Okay,
Yes.
so now that I've got that.
It's all user fee based. All the money that we use is all generated from our users.
And that's very important. That's why I wanted to stress that, because we have ice arenas right now, right? And they're managed by Livonia Civic Arenas, and they are required to usually put up any capital improvements, which could be huge ticket items, and same with our golf courses. So this is money that they've done by being incredible and having some of the top golf courses in the area, and this is just replicating that. So I just wanted to, touch base on it, that these are proactive measures that are being financed directly through the enterprise fund. So with that, and all the cool stuff that you do, and I'm glad you're here, because that means spring, I think, is coming. I'd be happy to offer an approving on consent.
Thank you. Anything else from council? Anything from the audience?
Well, that's fine.
Okay, this will be on the consent agenda on April 8th, 2026.
All right, thank you. Golf season's right around the corner. I think Fox Creek is opening Saturday, so.
Yay.
I still suck at golf, so it's just.
I'm the same, but it's fun.
All right,
thank you.
item number 11. This is a request to approve the 7th Amendment to Lease Agreement between the City of Livonia and New Singular Wireless PCS LLC, AT&T Wireless PCS LLC, to accommodate a request to move and upgrade the equipment on the tower. Who's speaking on this? Law. It's from Law.
Madam Chair, I'm happy to offer an approving on consent. This seems like the packet item.
There were like
is,
100 pages in the packet.
Well, some of it, when I ran out of reading, it's a housekeeping item. So I'm trying to offer an approving on consent if there are no objections.
Anything else from council? Anything from the audience? Item number 11 will be on the consent agenda on April 8th, 2026. Do we have any additional audience communication? Nope. All right. Anything from council? All right. Good night.
I got a good picture of it too.